Oh baby, look at the levels we have gone to in this video. I can walk, I can do whatever I want. I can wank if I want to. I've moved my bookshelf from there to there, and now I've got my display cabinet here. It looks amazing. I had to go into the loft to get this old mic stand out of my HyperX Quadcast box so I can take it off my mic arm and be able to hold it like this. Speaking of which, damn, that mic arm needs changing. I've had that mic arm since 2018, and that was a hand-me-down from my friend. Yeah, I mean, that mic arm has been in service for fucking years. Obviously, it's getting to summertime now. I've shut the window, and now my bollocks are cooking. I feel like Gordon Ramsay is making a fondue out of my testicles. Got that booty sweat as well. My thighs are going to start chafing. I'm going to be having medium rare ball sack tonight for dinner. But we're not here to talk about that today. What we are here to talk about is my custom Gundam collection. What I mean by custom is I essentially build them and then I put paint jobs on them to make them look ultra realistic. I would like to have a go at the cell shaded paint jobs, but that is, I mean, that's like another level of painting. At the moment, my collection only consists of 3 Gundam. Technically, I have 5. Covered in dust. Yeah, this is technically my first Gundam that I actually brought back from Japan. It's just a little tiny Gundam. It didn't really take me that long to build, but yeah, that's technically my first Gundam. I also need to stop looking at myself in this and start looking into your beautiful eyes. Just start staring into them. And the second Gundam I built is actually a Batman Gundam. But yes, Bandai and DC made a collab and made this Batman Gundam. So you best know I fucking bought it. But yes, without further ado, let's finally get into my custom Gundam collection. Starting with the 7-Eleven themed Gundam. This guy was my very first attempt at painting a realistic look on the Gundam. And yeah, he has been absolutely through it. This guy looks like he's been in active service for like 50 years. And one thing I just realized is that he's missing a beam sword handle. Fuck. Either way, this was really fun to do, especially with the burn marks on the shield. That is honestly one of my most favourite parts about this whole thing. You know, just a little bit of black to give the burns and then put that silver on to expose the metal underneath. So a little rundown of how I actually do these is that I will first obviously build the model and then I'll spray the pieces with some clear coat, which is a very good primer that pretty much most Gundam builders suggest. I don't really think it matters all that much. I think any kind of clear matte primer will work. I don't think it always necessarily has to be top coat, but that's just what I went with because that's the safest option to say that this is the first time I've ever done this kind of stuff. I definitely went a bit overboard with the battle damage. Like I said, it looks like he's been in active service for years. Nice. I mean, just cut all that out. So yes, I definitely went overboard. You can definitely see here and there that I did just kind of go over it with a dry brush, like blop, 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 instead of properly looking where all the bits are. And also just trying to remember that less is more, which is something that I completely ignored when painting this for the first time. But for my first one, it is very good, and I'm very proud of it. Also, it's a 7-Eleven themed Gundam. How can you not like it? Okay? How can you not like... Anyway, moving on to the second Gundam in my collection. Oh, Jesus Christ, where do I start with this one? So this was a gift from a close friend of mine. He got it me for Christmas. Can I just point out that 7-Eleven Gundam and the Wing Gundam, I did these ages ago. Ugh. But yes, this might not have been the best real grade to start with. There's a lot of pieces in there, and some of the pieces can be quite small, and remember the head being an absolute bitch to put together. Maybe I should have tried a more easier real grade. I remember just working through this and being so done with it that I did just kind of rush it. One thing that I noticed is that I didn't put any of the fucking stickers on. I put the metallic green stickers onto it and a couple other stickers. However, yeah, I completely forgot to put the rest of the stickers on. I mean, it doesn't really take away from it all that much, but it's one of those things, like, I was so done with building it. But yes, I was very on and off with this wing Gundam. I think because, once again, there was a lot of pieces. It was a big jump from doing a high grade, such as for 711 Gundam. You can also see it in the paint job as well, where I put some of the bits of metallic paint for the scratches. I have definitely just given up. I just gave up at this point, and I was just like, fuck it, I'm putting it wherever. But one thing I'm very happy with when it comes to the paint job are the legs. I think I did a very good job on the legs, especially adding bits of brown for the rust. That's something that I didn't do on my 711 Gundam. It was just a black wash and then bits of silver, and then that was actually it. However, I started adding some brown onto the joints just to make it look a little bit more worn, a little bit more used, and a little bit more just fucking rusted and badass. However, nevertheless, I am once again happy with the way that the wing Gundam looks. As much as I did give up near towards the end, it is still very good to say that it was my second ever Gundam that I painted. And now moving on to the final Gundam in my custom collection. The Gundam that I actually got all of this footage from. The Gundam Exia. This I am beyond happy with. If we're comparing the paint jobs from the last two to this one, it's night and day. The one thing I did differently about this one, instead of just putting a black wash over and then going straight in with the silver, I thought, you know what, let's put the black wash over it and then let's get a bit of black paint and just do it around the edges as well. And it's just made it pop even more. And then when we get to the more coloured parts of the armour, that's when we go in with a little bit of silver as well. But once again, just making sure to actually look where I'm putting the silver paint, just so I'm not just putting it everywhere. Took me the longest to do out of all of them, but it has turned out to be the best one. Also, another thing I started doing with this, but I also started using some metallic Gundam markers. If anybody else has the high grade Exia, you will notice that a lot of the green parts aren't actually green when you get the model kit. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to get some metallic Gundam markers and I'm going to colour those parts in a nice lovely metallic green. However, there are always negatives. Some of you may notice the right leg has stickers, and some of you may also notice that the left leg does not have stickers. So yeah, I put the stickers on one leg and I didn't put the stickers on the other leg. Why? Your mother. I don't know. But other than that, I am super happy with how the Exia turned out. And this is how I'm going to be painting my Gundam from now on. Does it take a long time to do? Yes. But does this look better? Yes. But yeah, that is my custom Gundam collection. I don't really know what this video was. I mean, for a very long time now, like for years even, I've wanted to like do a lot more than just gaming. But I always thought, you know what? I'm going to wait till I get this many subscribers. I'm going to wait until this certain thing happens or this or that. But the thing is, it doesn't really work like that anymore. If I want to do a certain type of video, I'm just going to do it. Why don't I start actually building a channel where people can watch me do multiple things? I'm sweating to fuck. Oh my god. Sweaty. But yeah, from now on, I'm going to be making more of these videos. And I mean, hey, I just mentioned earlier, I'm getting into Warhammer as well. So, you know, best know videos are going to be coming on that soon. There is a cosplay in that corner that I started 5 years ago. Some of you OG viewers may know what I'm referring to. We will be reviving that cosplay. But that is another video for another day. From now on, when I make videos on custom Gundam, it's just going to be on that one Gundam. I just thought, since I've done these two already, and I already had this fully built, I thought I'd just get a bit of footage of the painting process and then just showcase all of them and talk about them. This video has kind of been all over the place. I do apologize, but I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you guys want to see more videos like this, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.